Hi Capricorn, thank you for joining me. This is your March Tarot reading with me, Anushka. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's see what we've got in store for you for March 2018. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising. Oh, look who fell out. I just had this in another reading, and I have shuffled these really well. Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising, March 2018. Okay, so Capricorn, this is how we're starting the month off. Okay, this is your environment, and this is the people around you. This is your advice card, and this is how we're ending the month. Okay, Capricorn. So we've got a few wands here, we've got a few swords going on. Okay, right. I feel like Capricorn, you're standing your ground. You're standing your ground, and this makes sense to me because Mars is moving into your sign mid-month, and we've got Pluto and Saturn there in your sign. I feel like you're in like fighting form, and like not like fighting spirits, but like you're not to be messed with this month, Capricorn. Right, so you're coming in and you're saying, I feel like I have in some ways been through some wars. I feel like there have been challenges that I've had to overcome, but I'm feeling strong, and I'm able to take on another battle if need be. Okay, and for a lot of you, I think that this is going to play out for you in the arena of work, but this could also be to do with like your friendships and your peer groups and the people that you align yourself with. I feel like you've had to stand up for your values and stand up for yourself in some ways, Capricorn. And you're not taking any shit this month, let me just tell you. You know, you're like saying, I'm not going to let anyone bring me down. I'm going to overcome the naysayers, and I'm not going to allow negativity or other people's negativity or gossip or backbiting or infighting to put me off of my game. Okay, Capricorn? On some level, what I see here is you making something or making the most out of something. It's almost like regenerating something. So for some of you, this can be to do with a relationship. I feel like for a lot of you, it's to do with your plans in terms of where you're going in life. I feel like it's almost like you're taking any pieces that may have fallen apart and you're putting them back together and reworking them in like to one like manageable unit, so that you can, it's like you're, how can I put it? I feel like you're taking any like pieces, any debris that may, like the results of anything that may have fallen apart, and you're putting it back together, but you're putting it back together in a way that works for you. And you're in fighting form this month, and I think you've got a fierce spirit this month. And you know, anything that you want to initiate, anything that you want to go for work-wise, and in any way you need to promote yourself, you know, this is a good month to do it. Just be careful of going overboard this month, Capricorn, okay? Because I could see how some of you might need some rest and might need to just remember to take the time for recuperation. Mars is going into your sign, so this can make us really energetic and really fiery and feeling really inspired and, you know, just determined. But yet at the same time, try and balance that out with rest and peace and downtime, okay? Because that's also important for manifesting. We need to it's great to be focused, but we also need to draw our focus away from the things that we want in order for them to come to full fruition. It's like the tides in and out and in and out. You gotta know when's the right time to push forward, and you've also got to know when the right time for rest is. But you have great ability to really you've got great ability to really take charge of, I feel like your finances. I feel like in terms of where your career is going, the trajectory of your career. I feel like some of you may need to defend yourselves this month against, you might have to stand up for yourself this month. You might find yourself having to stand up with work colleagues, and just mainly I'm seeing this playing out with work colleagues, and maybe at work, but it might well be with peers and you know, that kind of thing as well. So, but I think you're going to have the energy to do it, and I think you've got a clear vision of what it is that you want, and you're you're bringing it about, okay? You're happy to be bringing it about, and you're focused and you're determined. I would be mindful of making sure that you're making sure that the things that you want, the things that you're aspiring for, are not just focused on materialism, okay? Because when this guy is upright, it's more about stability and being in control of our finances and, you know, that kind of thing. When he's reversed, this says to me, sometimes we can be becoming overly materialistic. Sometimes this can be about greed. Make sure that you're not allowing power to carry you away, because I feel like, Capricorn, you have a lot of power this month. You know, Saturn is in your sign. You speak with authority. People are looking to you and wanting you to take the lead to a certain extent. Some may try and clash with you just simply for the sake of wanting to bring you down a peg or two, because they see you as being a level above them. And you know, some people see that as a challenge and a threat, and so they'll try and provoke something with you. Try and remain above it. Don't give your energy to it unless you really need to. But you have a lot of authority. I think people can see that you have earned your spot. You've earned your place, whether that be on the job or whether that be just in life in general. You've earned where you are, and they can see you're not someone to be messed with. But just try not to let that get out of control, and try to make sure that the things that you're going for at the moment are fulfilling on an emotional and spiritual level, as well as financially. Don't just think of the money. I feel like some of you are being really like money focused, and you know, stop to think, okay, take this time out to think, okay, is this something that also brings me a sense of fulfillment and achievement, and you know, a feeling of success in my emotional life as well, okay? But you know, there could be some changes coming about. I feel like you're going to be the one that instigates them, so it could be that you put into place something at work which changes the dynamics of things, or you wanting to change the dynamics of things at work. I feel like you're very much instigating change, you're instigating progress, you're instigating forward movement. And in a way, with Capricorn this month, it's kind of like either kind of get on the train or get left behind, you know, but I'm driving it, and you either come with or you get left behind. And like, that's cool, you know where you're going, but just bear in mind that like, not everyone is gonna want the same things as you. Not everyone may be on the same page as you, so try and be sensitive to that. Let in some of that water energy, because there's no water here. We've got fire, we've got air, we've got earth, we've got no water energy. So try and remember to just be sensitive to the needs of others that you're taking along with you on your journey, and listen to them if they have relevant worries or concerns or things that they need to air. Don't be so like focused on getting where you're going that you just ignore other people's needs or other people's feelings, okay, Capricorn? Because I feel like you're in this really ambitious state of mind right now, and I feel like you've broken free of some limiting thoughts and beliefs and mental patterns and blockages, you know, and that's part of the reason why you're like, I'm not afraid to go for what I want. I can create what I want, okay? But just be aware of that, because you know, you need to, life is also about relationships. It's not just about us getting the material goods that we want. So you want to keep those in check and keep those balanced and keep those happy too. I feel like something is emerging within you, and I feel like it is this fierce fighter warrior spirit that's really coming out. And it's come out, I think it's come about as a result of previous self-doubt, you know, not thinking in the past that you could get there, not thinking that you could have what you now have, or not thinking that you were good enough. I feel like now you've overcome that, and now it's like all you're just shooting off into the distance with like all guns blazing. But like I said, just try and remember to be gentle with other people, and to also be gentle with yourself. Take time out for yourself. Remember your emotional needs. Remember the needs of others, and don't try and trample on anyone on your way to success. But other than that, you have got there's a lot of inspirational energy here. I see you carrying projects through to completion and getting them done. you know, and in a way that you kind of feel triumphant and you feel pleased with. I see you making good money this month, but I do see you perhaps getting so caught up on drive and ambition and money that you may neglect your personal life. So I would just like you to keep that in balance this month, Capricorn. And also one thing I would like to say to you is I'd like you to hydrate this month. Make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of burnout energy here possibly. So I want you to make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids and you're getting the right rest so that you don't end up coming into this upright, okay? So you don't end up crashing and burning and all of this hard work has to go on hold because you get ill. I just want you to be aware of that. I'm not seeing much going on romantically this month. Really, this is all playing out in terms of career, in terms of life direction more than anything. Okay, Capricorn, short reading, but to the point, hey? All right, let me know your thoughts. I love your comments, love hearing from you guys. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will be back next month with more. Take care, my loves. Bye.